everybody, and welcome again to Perspectives, the Home Edition. We are glad you're with us today we're going to hit the ground running with some really great news. Our first guest is Freeman Culver. Freeman, welcome, my friend.
Thank you. I'm glad to be part of this show. You're doing a lot of great work.
Thank you. You are president and CEO of the Greenwood Chamber of Commerce, which is a large responsibility. Lots of folks are watching what you do.
Yes, a lot of eyes on Greenwood.
A lot of eyes on you too, my friend. We're here today to talk about something really pretty exciting stuff because it's going to open a lot of doors. And that's this announcement that the Black Wall Street Women's Business Center has been announced. Tell us a bit about that.
Yes, the Greenwood Women's Business Center will actually launch on this Wednesday, March the 16th, at 11 a.m. And what's significant about it is, be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. About 2 years ago, I started a campaign to help rebuild Greenwood, the original Black Wall Street. And the first thing I said to the board was, 80% of our businesses, we have 33 businesses, are African-American female. We have to have resources to help them expand their business, to help them grow, to help them pass this generational wealth to the next one in their family. And so I charged our board to reach out and network so we can have the largest female incubator in the nation. Well, that dream was lofty. But we're going to have the largest female incubator in the state of Oklahoma, the first SBA Women's Business Center right here on Greenwood Avenue, a historic district.
That's fantastic news, Freeman. And it's going to open so many doors.
Yes, it will. We have renovated roughly about 4,000 square feet. We have about 9 offices, 1 reception area, and 1 conference room. And we have Wi-Fi, we have computers, we have free printing, we have internet cafe, we have everything that women or anybody that walk in the facility needs, because it's for anyone that walks in the facility, but it's aimed at helping all women in the state of Oklahoma to help them with business coaching. I mean, when you start a business, you need a good coach.
You bet.
To show you about financial statements, to show you, never to mix personal with business, all that stuff. And one thing I admire about in the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce is that they did their research. We're actually, the Greenwood Chamber of Commerce, we're actually the oldest economic-based chamber in the nation, formed in 1920s, 5 years after the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre. Those survivors came together and said, hey, we can't stop the racism of the 20s, but we can be prepared to keep our business district together. And so we've been alive since 1926.
Well, it's also a case of lead by example, isn't it? I think someone told me, and I hope I'm right about this, that the majority of businesses in the Greenwood district now are female owned?
Yes, more than 75% of them are female led. And majority of those females are African American. But I am proud to say you can go to the Greenwood Chamber's website, that currently we have more than 33 businesses. Yes, close to 80% of them are African American female, but we have African American men that own businesses here. We have a white business owner, a Native American business owner, and we have a Latino business owner. So we have some diversity right here on a historic Black Wall Street.
The only thing I can equate this with, there's so much going on, so much potential about to go on in the Greenwood district. It's almost like a whirlwind. If they get the freeway moved, which there's a movement underway to do that, I can envision in an explosion in growth.
Yes, and I'm glad you said the whirlwind, because I don't want it to be the money machine. where money is everywhere and the historic Greenwood district is not benefiting from it. You know, we don't want to see it, we want to feel it. And that's what's currently going on. Imagine in this small district, there's been about 10 cranes in the past 2 summers. That's how much growth has been going on here. But yet, if President Biden administration and Secretary of Transportation, Mayor Pete, if they're able to use that infrastructure bill and use about $380 million to repurpose or remove that highway, the Greenwood Chamber and the historic Greenwood Commercial District will benefit, because these 33 businesses will be able to expand their businesses, will be able to recruit more businesses led by women in particular. And so one thing about the government, when it wants to address a problem, let them address the problem.
Get out of the way.
Yes, let them do that. The
Yeah.
problem is that right there caused a hemorrhage back in the early 70s in our community. And just like with a stent, when you have a heart attack, we want to do something. Maybe it won't repair it, but something that can control this gentrification that we're experiencing right now.
You know, Freeman, it strikes me that one of the potential factors involved in this Black Wall Street Women's Business Center is it opens the door to so many young business developers. Am I getting that correct?
Yes, we're talking about the SBA has connected with the U.S. Black Chamber, which has connected to the Greenwood Chamber of Commerce, which were all coming together to form the Greenwood Women's Business Center. And what that's going to allow is all participants will have free technical assistance to the SBA. So whatever lending opportunities that are there for women or minorities, we'll have a direct pipeline. And women make more than 55% of our population, okay? They're the largest subgroup of entrepreneurs, but they only get 1% of participation with capital investments or ventures. And so if we only lending about 1% to women when it comes to these projects in our community, it's time to do better about that. And the Women's Business Center will allow women to be certified women-owned businesses. It will show them a direct path to get it done.
One of the nice things about this, Freeman, is now that I've had a chance to visit with you, I hope at night when your head touches the pillow, just before you drift off, you're able to recognize that you played a role in this. You helped bring this together.
Well, I can tell you, my wife and my 4 girls, they have been right there with me, and they have allowed me to serve this community. And it's for them, it's for the future. I have 2 little girls, 5 and 3. And they don't want to be like daddy, believe it or not. You know, daddy got some charm, but every time they come down here, they speak about these business owners, these female business owners. And they talk about going in their store, and they talk about how much they like them, how much they want to be like them. You know, kids back in the day used to want to be firemen, police officers, doctors. But my children and other children in this area, they're talking about owning a business, being entrepreneurs. That's what they're telling their mom and their dad. And if the Greenwood Women's Business Center, if the Greenwood Chamber, if we can do something about it, I think we can leave a legacy that's well worth preserving.
Oh, this is wonderful news. I mean, it's explosive news, Freeman, and I'm going to be more interested in this as time goes. And it's going to be, I hope down the road, we can get you back as this thing evolves and we see the impact it's having to talk about it.
Yes, we have to do follow-ups, and we have to have many, many more talks. This is ground zero when it comes to entrepreneurship in minority and women-led communities. And so I'm just thankful for this opportunity to tell everyone about what we're doing here. But please, when you come to this new 21st Century Museum, Greenwood Rising, it's beautiful. It just tells the story about what happened.
One more thing before I let you slip out of here, because time is just going away from us. if there are folks out there who want to jump in now, who want to be a part now, what can they do?
You could go to our website. You can give to the SBA Women's Business Center in particular. You can give to our rebuild campaign. You could Google Restore Black Wall Street. All the funds go to restoring this area. But we have a lot of tourists that come because of the attention that's coming. But when they go to the museum, which is a must, when they leave the museum, I challenge them to come visit our Women's Center and to actually come patronize in the storefront businesses that we have left. If you really want to give back, visit the museum, spend all day in that museum. But when you leave, have lunch and patronize the businesses on Greenwood Avenue that we have left. And then you will be part of the solution.
Hey, Freeman, thank you, my friend. Thank you for taking time to visit with us. I know you're busy and I know things are hectic, but we are so grateful that you agreed to be with us today. And down the road, after some time has passed, we'll get hold of you and see if we can do this again. Is that okay?
That sounds great. Thank you so much.
You're a good man, Freeman. Thank you. And we will talk again. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back with more right after this.